Hi, it's Lisa. Welcome to the video. I am going to be doing a Saxenda review, which I am taking to try to lose weight and lower my blood sugar levels. So I started this last Friday, so it's been just 7 days since I started. The reason I am taking this is because I've been struggling to lose weight for over 2 years. After my third pregnancy, I haven't lost any weight, and I've tried many attempts to lose it, and I have not been able to. So yeah, so I am finally at the point where I'm ready to have medical help to get the weight off. When I went to my doctor for this drug, I weighed 228 pounds. I gained 50 of that in my last pregnancy. Yeah, so I would be considered morbidly obese because I am 5'5", and I did go to a naturopath last year, and they checked my insulin level, which is very high, and I am considered very insulin resistant, which, from my understanding of researching insulin resistance and all of that in the last year, is basically, on my way to getting diabetes. So I am even more so concerned about the high insulin levels and the high, could get into high blood sugar levels soon. So I do want to lose weight to get my insulin levels down too, because I think all of that goes hand in hand. It took me, my doctor actually recommended Saxenda to me last year, and it took me a whole year to get my head wrapped around it and okay with taking a drug to help with weight loss. Initially, I was completely against it, and I thought it was the dumbest idea ever, because I thought my habits needed to change and this wasn't going to fix the problem. But I have tried, for over 2 years, and it's obviously not working the way I have tried it, so I'm ready to try this. So what it is it is a liraglutide injection, which is, the brand name Saxenda is marketed for weight loss, but there's also liraglutide injections marketed for lowering blood sugar levels. That's why I feel like this is probably, it's a good idea for me, because that is partly my problem. The thing is, it's an injection. You put it in your subcutaneous fat, I guess. So your stomach, your arm, or your thigh. My doctor recommended in my stomach, so I just kind of rotate around my belly button every day. You have to do the injection. It is a 4 millimeter needle, which is super small. That was one of the big things I was worried about, was, having to inject myself every day and it hurting and all that, but it's not a big deal at all. It's not even a deal. It's just the tiniest needle, and you poke it in your fat, which you can't feel. So yeah, that's not a thing. This is the pen that it comes with, and then you just put a new needle on every day and pick your dose and press the button and done. And for Saxenda, you have to start on a small dose, which is 0.6 mgs, and then you work your way up every week to 3 mgs. So this week was my first week, so I started with 0.6 mgs. I felt like that was sufficient. The side effects that I got were, I was exhausted for the first 3 days. I had a hard time getting through the day. I had to take a nap on my first day. Yes, I also felt like like loss of appetite and slightly nauseous. Not too bad though. Like I felt like I could function through the day most of the time. I also feel hungry in the morning and feel good, and then usually in the evening I start to feel hungry again. So I've been having like 2 meals a day, which is helping obviously with my diet to help control my cravings, which I feel like has been one of the main pros of this is takes away your cravings. So that's not a fight for me. I don't have to like battle willpower every day, which has been a huge weight off my shoulders for the week. It's like I can just not have to worry, and I'm eating decently, and yeah, I don't have that stress and fighting against myself all week. So that has been a huge thing for me. I feel like I've had a break from myself for a while. So what you're probably wondering is if I have lost weight. And I did lose about 6 pounds. I'm weighing right now 222, so I feel like that was a huge success for week number 1. I have been stuck between 220 and 230 for like 2.5 years, like I've said. So I'm optimistic that this is helping, but until I get below 220, I'm not that excited yet, because I have been able to lose down to about 218 by myself, but past that I haven't been able to do it. So we will see how the next couple of weeks go. Like I said before, you're supposed to be increasing doses every week unless you feel like too nauseous, or the side effects are too much for you. You can stay at a dose for longer, for like 2 weeks or so. So I am going to choose to stay at the lower dose for the second week as well, because I feel like it did well this week. I lost 6 pounds in 1 week. That's, great. And my kids are still home this week from school, so I don't want to get to a point where I'm like can't function at all and I'm like laying on the couch dying, especially when my kids are all home, because I have 3 kids. So I will do this for another week at the lowest dose. The other thing is, this is quite expensive. I have some insurance, but it covered, 80%, I think. So it was still over $100 for me to get like a month's supply if you're using the highest dose. So I'm thinking if I can get away with not using the highest dose and using like half the dose or less, great, and it will save me money and will stretch further. The other thing is, my husband is quite worried about me taking this drug because some of the side effects include, death, and like the severe side effects is death, and I think it was pancreatic cancer and appendicitis and gallstones. So if I can get away with like the minimum dose or like like half the dose or something like that, I feel like a little bit more safe. So that's my decision for week 2, just to stick at the minimum dose. I'll see how it goes. If it's, wears off, if the effects wear off or my body gets used to it and I need to up it, then I will up it. But for now, I will try that. Week number 1 was a success. I'm looking forward to week number 2 and to see how it actually goes, and maybe getting below 220. That'd be exciting. So I'll keep you posted. I will probably do weekly updates on this for a while, for the first little bit anyways, until I get really going on it. But thanks for watching. I hope if you guys have had any experience with Saxenda, let me know, or if you're considering taking it, comment down below so we can kind of talk about it. as a community. Yeah, and that's it for now. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.